Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Welcome to Cricket Happenings today. And on this Cricket Happenings show, we are going to have a look at the 14th and 15th match in round 1 in the Canada Dry Global T20 tournament, which was held in King City. Just look at those two matches, where I'll be looking at those two matches, and then we'll have a look at some cricket news. So, first, let's head off to the first match, the 14th match that happened yesterday in the Canada Dry Global T20 tournament. As you know, the venue is King City in Toronto, and Vancouver Knights were playing the West Indies B team. West Indies B team, who have been having a very good victory run in this particular tournament, not being defeated by any other team. But today, I would say it's on a Sunday, they definitely met the most powerful team in the Canada Dry Global T20 tournament. It was Vancouver Knights, led by Chris Gayle, the captain. So Vancouver Knights actually batted first, and they put on 175 for 4 on the board. Gayle cracking 63 of 55, 5 fours and 4 sixes. Evan Lewis 22 of 14, 3 fours, 1 6. Walton was out for a knot. Van der Dusen made 30, 28, 2 fours, 1 6. Andre Russell smashed it towards the end, not out on 32 of 18, 1 4 and 4 sixes. And Barbara Hart was not on 14 of 5 deliveries, which included 2 sixes. And Vancouver Knights got to a total of 175 for 4, which is a pretty good score on this target. But West Indies B team, having looked at the record recently, as they have been doing very well in this Canada Dry Global T20 tournament, really. This was their first defeat. Hodge, none for 15. Green, 3 for 33. McCoy, normally a very impressive bowler at that, the left-arm pace bowler. But unfortunately, yesterday he was rammed to the tune of 46 runs of his 4 overs. Rutherford, once again, showing good economy. 4 overs, none for 18. Shamar Springer went for some runs as well. 4 overs for 42. Perry, 2 overs, none for 9. So West Indies B were given a target of 176 to win, and barring Hodge, who made 43 of 39, 3 fours, 2 sixes, and Fabian Allen, who made 29 of 25, 3 fours, coming in the lower middle order. Other than that, there was not much to talk about. Rutherford was run out for 4 balls with 1 4. Shamar Springer played a couple of good shots. He hit the Saudi and Jacobs into the spectators, as he collected 19 of 11 balls with 3 fours, being a victim of Saudi. Brendan King made 12 of 9, 1 4, 1 6. Nicholas Purin 13 of 9, 1 4, 1 6. Bramble was out for 5 of 3 balls, 1 4. And then it's Hodge and Fabian Allen were the ones who tried to retrieve the situation to a certain extent, one could say. But again, they were reeling at 59 for 5, and then the Fabian Allen Hodge stand took them to 130, and that was the 17th over. Hope was still there, but when the pair of Hodge and Fabian Allen were dismissed for 43 and 29 respectively, the innings once again gave way. Green was out for 1, Athanasi not, Peary not out 2, McCoy out for 4, 140 all out, and a 35-run victory for the Vancouver Knights, which is really been the best team in this Canada Dry Global T20 tournament so far. Saudi won for 34, but Sean Cottrell had wonderful bowling figures. 4 overs, no made in 4 for 19, 2 for 20 for Andre Russell, 1 for 18 for Fawad Ahmed. Cottrell and Saad bin Zafar 3 overs 26. Jacob 1.3 overs, no made in 1 for 20. Now, the man of the match was Sheldon Cottrell for his splendid bowling, who really did a wonderful job, one thought. Sheldon Cottrell, the left-arm seamer. And now we go on to the next match, which is the 15th match of the Canada Dry Global Tournament Round 1. And this match was played by Toronto Nationals. Now, Toronto Nationals were playing Montreal Tigers. And one has to say that Toronto Nationals are at the bottom of the table. And especially considering that this particular tournament is being played in King City in Toronto, I'm sure the Torontonians would have definitely would not be happy with whatever is happening. As yesterday Toronto Nationals barely managed to win by 1 wicket. So in the final delivery, it was a a sort of a real humdinger which happened at the Canada Dry Global T20 tournament. Montreal Tigers, it was a close match. Montreal Tigers making 176 for 4, and Toronto Nationals in the end finally pipping the Montreal Tigers at the post in the final delivery of the innings with a big shot taken by Kesrick Williams to bring them the victory. As I said, Toronto Nationals are still at the bottom of the table. So Montreal Tigers batting first at 176 for 4. It was their last openers, Dwayne Smith for 18 of 16 balls, 3 fours, 1 6, and Sunil Narine for 10 of 7 balls, 1 4, 1 6, and Mohammad Sami was the one who picked up both wickets. But Gary Worker with 62 of 52, 8 fours, and Moises Enriquez 50 of 39, 4 fours, 3 sixes, got them to a challenging total of 176 for 4 in the end. Definitely they did their bit, but Toronto National just won on the final delivery. Nagul Zadran was not out on 6 and Raza was not out on 9, and the bowling, Williams was costly in 41. Mohammad Sami had 3 for 34, 1 for 31 for Pollard, 2 overs from 20 Dhaliwal, Osama made 4 overs, none for 22, and Toronto Nationals target of 177. They really struggled. They lost 3 wickets pretty quickly, and that was some vital wickets because Kamran Akmal was out for 19 of 16 deliveries with 3 fours. Charles was out for not to the bowling of Malinga. Malinga bowled well. Siddle got rid of Stephen Smith for 3 of 8 balls, and then it was left to Anton Davisic and Nitish Kumar, the captain, and Nitish Kumar, the Canadian captain, to go forward. One has to say Nitish Kumar was very impressive in his knock. He struck at a strike rate of 200 as some of his strokes were really breathtaking, as he was able to really put the bat to the ball from the middle of the bat. 46 of 23 deliveries, and a very talented bloke at that, Nitish Kumar. 46 of 23, 3 fours and 4s. So Anton Davisic, as you know, he has been very consistent for Toronto Nationals. He contributed 43 of 34 deliveries, 7 fours and 1 6. But Kieron Pollard was there, and suddenly there was a spate of wickets which fell, with Malinga coming in, picking up Sami's wicket for 2. And Sandeep Lamichhane was really giving a tough time to the Toronto Nationals batsmen as they were not able to pick it. And also let me tell you that this pitch was really turning. So there was definitely something, a lot of it in it for the spinners with Lamichhane and Sunil Narine. But I thought they could not capitalize to the full extent there. And Usama Mir was out for 1. And then finally it all came down to the wire. With 2 runs still required, and Kesrick Williams struck a boundary to actually bring an end to the proceedings, and that was it. It was Peter Siddle was the bowler, and they had a sort of a needle happen between Kesrick Williams and Siddle. After Kesrick Williams hit that boundary, Kesrick Williams probably said something to Siddle. Siddle also said something, but yes, it was all in good spirits, and after that they definitely shook hands, which was good to see. That was the team spirit of the team. Mohammad Sami is not on 8 and Williams not on, and Mohammad Sami was along with Pollard, but Pollard played a good role because he was the one who got them closer towards the target with an innings of 37 of 21 deliveries, which included 3 fours and 3 sixes. But Kesrick Williams did. But Mohammad Sami also some credit, because on the penultimate over of the final delivery, Mohammad Sami struck a wonderful 6 so that Pollard could take the strike. And that was a massive 6, let me tell you. When Mohammad Sami hit it, it stood hit, and I think if I'm not wrong, he went after the bowling of either it was Lamichhane or Cooper, but in the end, this is that Toronto Nationals lost the match. Kesrick Williams hit the boundary of the final delivery to bring an end to proceedings. Malinga was very impressive with his bowling. 4 was none for 3 for 11. It was splendid bowling. Siddle 3 for 45 was costly. 1 for 11 for Moises Enriquez. Cooper none for 31. Cooper, unfortunately, one has to say that Kevin Cooper is normally a very economical bowler. We have seen him in the IPL, but it was very sad to see that Cooper was someone who got some heavy tap from the Toronto Nationals batsman. 4 overs, none for 31 for Narine. Lamichhane was impressive, 2 for 34. Raza, 1 over, none for 11. So, and the man of the match going to Nitish Kumar for his, as I said, a wonderful knock that he played, which really definitely one has to say that it was really instrumental. I mean, his knock was direly needed. So it was, if you look at it, Nitish Kumar's knock was something which was definitely needed, and that came at the right time. Now, as I've already covered the Canada Dry Global T20 tournament, let's talk about some very quick cricket news that's there. I wouldn't say it's making headlines, but definitely some very short cricket news. The news that I can tell you is that Aaron Finch, the Aussie captain, has gone to the top of the ICC's T20 rankings, and so that is great news for Finch. And Finch, as you know, has already been hinted by Justin Langer, as he has done a very good job in the Tri-Series. Langer has said that he has all the captaincy qualities, and he qualifies to even becoming the ODI captain. So that is some good news coming. Good news probably going to come Aaron Finch's way. Other than that, South Africans, as you know, would be taking on the Sri Lankans in the first Test match in Galle, and they would be going with a three-pronged pace attack, which is very important as well. Other than that, well, there's nothing to really add. Dear fans, subscribers, hope you all enjoyed this cricket broadcast of mine, with more to come on tomorrow's next cricket broadcast. It's good night from here.